Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are continuing with Death Mark II. In the last episode, we did a lot of running around in the old building and collected all of the lost souls. We came back and traded them all in, so hopefully that means we are set to face the boss. We also checked our items in the last episode, and I think this is all we get. Hana and Neo's secret key is the promised day. The tag reads Old Music Room. There's a locked diary with NH on the cover. These are the items that we purchased. And the only other thing that I think might be of relevance is the radio cassette player. A compact, easy to carry radio cassette player. The school song played by it is an easy listen, so you can memorize it after hearing it a few times. That might be of relevance to us, but enough of that. Let's carry on. All right, we are going to the connecting corridor. I'm glad that we got all of the eerie teeth. I'm hoping that'll make this battle a lot easier for us, and we won't necessarily have a failure. But there's no guarantee, is there? Aren't you going to read that diary? Item details. You can check the description of an item by selecting item from the menu screen. Try to read the description of any item that has the word details on it. We did that. Didn't we? Oh, I have to hit Y for details. Oh. There we go. The diary has a combination lock. Looks like we need to enter the correct 3-digit code to unlock the diary. Let's enter a 3-digit code. We don't have a 3-digit code. I don't know what numbers I should enter. Is there a hint somewhere? Maybe I should ask I. This one has details as well. This one doesn't. Just the promised day. So what does this say? Neo told me her secret. There's 3 digits. 319. Still don't know how to respond. Bad with words. Easier to express with piano. I got called over. Neo saved me, though I'm grateful to her for that. It's been a while since we last talked. I hate the graffiti, I hate the milk. How many times I begged. It was so funny. I also want to give a proper response to her feelings, but I didn't have the courage to write her a letter, so maybe I'll say it didn't come yesterday. What happened? Looked into it, and it looks like we can use the piano from tomorrow on. Cassette player, so we listen to the school song. I got chosen to perform as the piano. That's only 2 digits, though. What is the promised day? Okay, so that doesn't give us a day. So I take out the radio cassette player and turn it on. Konohara's Academy School song begins playing through the speakers. I turn off the radio cassette player. Okay. Told me her secret. 619. Let's try 619. I enter a number, but the lock's still shut. Guess it's not the combination. Is there a hint somewhere? Maybe I should ask I. Hi. I'm really bad at memorizing numbers. That's why I usually use dates or important words to remember passwords and stuff. Like I use my birthday for my diary. Maybe the owner of this diary thinks that way too. Oh. Okay, that one got me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was not prepared for that, but I feel like that was also a sign that we're on the right track. Wait, whose diary is it again? This is Naomi's diary. Yeah, so this is Naomi's diary. So if I was Naomi, right? Then I would want...
Horikoshi Naomi, 一応モデルやってるわ。用がないならもういい？校内では男ってほんとキモい。下心が見え見えで最悪。
Would it be 7? Is it 073 or 703? Zero 73? I enter number, but the lock's still shut. Guess it's not their combination. Okay. 703? Huh. I want to try asking him.
どうした
I've become more forgetful lately. I don't really know why. Perhaps it's just my age starting to catch up with me. Since I know I'm struggling with my memory, I make sure to take notes about important things. It'd be nice if the owner of the diary also wrote down the lock combination somewhere, or left behind some kind of helpful hint. Alright. We're gonna just scavenge and scour around everywhere.
これはここはこれはふん
Oh, wait. Neo found a cassette player, so we listened to the school song again. The melody's nice, but the lyrics are eh. So we both decided to make our own version. I'll compose the new melody, and now we'll handle the lyrics. I gotta chosen to perform as the 526. I enter the number 526. It's unlocked now. So I basically fast forwarded, but I ran around the entire school again to make sure I didn't miss any like piece of paper. And then I went through and I put in every date that was in the 2 pages, trying to find the promised day because I wasn't sure. Time to open the diary and see what I can learn. The penmanship on some of the pages leaves a bit to be desired. Looks like the events of the last few months are covered here. Where should I start reading? May entries, June entries, July entries, September entries. We're just gonna start from the beginning. I found a good spot, the old building's music room. It's not used anymore, but there's a piano inside. Hannah should be able to play there. This will be our meeting spot. Hannah decided to enter the competition to perform the school song. I bet she found the courage to put herself up for it because she loves the piano so much. You can do it, Hannah. Our school song has a nice melody, but the lyrics suck. When I mentioned it to Hannah, she said I should come up with new lyrics. I guess I'll give it a try. It can be our song. Hannah got chosen to be the accompanist. 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 Congratulations. Now I've got to come up with the lyrics. I keep thinking about Hannah when I'm not doing anything. Being with her is so much fun. I just feel bliss. Is it because we're friends? Maybe it's more than that. My head is filled with Hannah. I can't even think about anything else. I can't bear it any longer. I'm gonna tell Hannah my feelings tomorrow. I hope she feels the same. I confessed to Hannah in the music room. She was shocked. Then she ran away, looking like she was about to cry. I was left all by myself. Hannah didn't come to the music room again. What if she told other people about what happened that day? I don't want to think about it. Looks like Izumi's been bullying Hana since she was chosen to be the accompanist for the recital. How dare you lay a hand on her? This is unforgivable. I've warned Izumi. Despite what happened between us, I still love Hana. Izumi called me. He discovered my feelings for Hana after he stole her notebook. He told me not to say anything or else he'd reveal my secret to everyone. I wanted to hit him so bad, but I couldn't. Both of us are the worst. Hana's dead. She hung herself in the old building. They forced her to take off her uniform and put on some weird outfit. If only I'd stopped Izumi. I'm sorry, Hana. I heard the rumors about Hanako of the toilet. They say I can meet Hana if I scribe some graffiti in the old building's restroom. I want to meet Hana again. Even if she is a ghost, I want her to hear the lyrics I promised her I'd write. I snuck into the old building and wrote some stuff, but Hana didn't show up. I snuck into the old building and wrote some graffiti again. Hana still didn't show up. Hana's spirit apparently keeps saying, give it back. I know what she's looking for. Maybe I can finally meet her if I give it to her. I'll go to Hana's house tomorrow and borrow it. If I do meet Hana, first of all, I want to apologize to her. Then I'm going to ask her to respond to my confession. What did she think of me? She probably hates me. But still, I have to know. A folded note is tucked between the pages. I unfold it to reveal some lyrics. The title of the song is Hanao's Song. It's a song about the future and friendship. The promised lyrics. All right, we've read everything. Having read the diary, I'm convinced this is Horikoshi's. Horikoshi went to the old building to meet Hanako of the toilet. She wanted to give something to her. We know what that item is. All that's left to do is find it. Wait, what do we mean? Why am I so dumb?
Yoshi.
That reminds me, Bilicium. Horikoshi wrote in her diary that Hana was looking for something. Perhaps it's this uniform. A highly probable conclusion indeed. Horikoshi noted in the September section of her diary that she borrowed something from Akira's parents. If that something was Hanako's uniform, everything makes sense. Horikoshi must have figured out that Hana wanted her uniform back. Bet she brought the uniform to meet Hanako. But she was Hanako's target. Horikoshi was killed before she could give the uniform back. Why'd she leave it here, though? I wonder what Horikoshi did in the time she was out of our sights. Horikoshi must have sneaked into the old building and entered the music equipment storage room. She probably waited there reminiscing on her days with Hanako until nightfall. At some point during that time, she hid her diary under the tuba. I can't know for certain why she hid it, but my guess is she wanted anyone who came investigating Hanako's case to find it if she didn't make it back. Eventually, Horikoshi left the storage room. Considering where she left her bag with the uniform in it, she must have left it there without thinking. Perhaps she heard Hanako calling her name. And when she left the storage room, she finally met the person she'd been looking for, Hanako. And then Horikoshi. Hanako's uniform. Hirokoshi's left this behind. This likely the thing Hanako is searching for, which may mean carrying it could make us Hanako's target. In that case, we shouldn't pick this up without giving it some serious thought. Are we going to bring it along? Yes. Ow. The sound of a bell suddenly echoes in my mind. Chills run down my spine. Before I can react, the departed is standing before us. Whoa. Damien recoils next to me. My dear husband. That unpleasant voice fills every corner of my mind, once more dragging my consciousness into a dismal, suffocating swamp. Hanako's grudge-killed model. You are next. She is already here. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. I try and listen to what they say while suppressing my chills and nausea. Hanako's grudge-killed model. You are next. She is already here. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. The departed's presence abruptly vanishes. Damien turns to me, their entire body tense as a bowstring. His face is drenched in sweat. He can't hide his shock after seeing the departed for the first time. So that's the departed. I thought I was mentally prepared for it, but I wasn't even close. I was frozen stiff. How pathetic. Don't worry about it. That's the expected reaction. The departed, huh? Don't they only talk to you or something, Bilicium? Did they have something to say to you again? Yeah. They did. I tell Damien what the departed said. You are next. She is already here. What the? Hanako's here. Damien glances at the entrance. Their face contorts into an expression of shock and fear. We're both thinking the same thing. So then, we're trapped here. Our time's running out. What should we do to survive? Confrontation with Hanako has been added to the spirit file. Confrontation with Hanako. Horikoshi was murdered by Hanako, just as the notice said. Maybe the only way to close this case is to face Hanako myself. I need to find out what she meant by give it back. My foe's a spirit, so she'll try to kill me. Is there any way to fight her, maybe using something she hated in her previous life? What is the key to saving Hanako's soul? There seems to have been a misunderstanding between Hanako and Hirokoshin. What can I do to clear that up? In a way that Hanako would definitely understand. I'll have to put the departed to the side for now and focus on Hanako. Alright. Hanako will show herself any second. It's do or die. Okay. But the eerie sound of water is echoing after us. Ooh, fresh perspective. I like it. Bilicium, that sound earlier. Yeah, I heard it. need to retreat for now. Guess we've got no choice. That's Hanako. What are we going to do, Bilicium? The Hanako I see before me is a spirit that kills people. My instinct and common sense tell me we need to run as far away from her as possible immediately. However, I didn't come to the school just to run. I need to stand and confront Hanako so I can start to get to the bottom of this case. Give back uniform. Ooh. Hanako fires something at incredible speed that grazes my torso. Ow! What was that? I touch my torso to find part of my coat is now torn and wet. Just now, was that water? Yeah, but it's not your everyday water. At this speed, it's as sharp as a blade. If she seriously attacks us, we've got no chance of getting away. Damage from spirits. Spirits will attack you from time to time and cause spirit damage. Level up, increase your maximum spirit, and buy sacred objects to prepare yourself to withstand the damage. You can obtain sacred objects from certain allies at the infirmary in exchange for lost souls. Interesting. Suspensive act. Act 1. Hanako is directing her anger at us. If we give her the uniform, it's a 74. Unfold the uniform. What? 59. 78. Yes?
よしよしやるか
Whoosh. We throw Hanako's uniform toward her. 78% success. Come on. Yes. The uniform eventually falls on the floor. Lost Hanako's uniform. That's my uniform. Looks like this is the right choice. Okay, beautiful. I mean, she did ask for her uniform, so, you know. Hanako takes a few steps closer to check whether or not it's her uniform. It really is my uniform. Hanako stares at her uniform on the floor. You stole it. Unforgivable. Ooh, God. Oh, no. Not good. Hanako launches a flurry of strikes with her water blade. Hanako is filled with fury and rage. This doesn't look good, Bilicium. Yeah, I know. Act 2. If we can't calm her down, we have to attack her to survive. You have to attack her? With a broken mop? Poke face with mop, poke belly with mop? Is there a way to demoralize her? That's a weird way to phrase that. Belly? Alright, so here's the thing. I feel like saying poke her in the belly is the nicer thing to do, so I'm gonna poke her in the face because I feel like that'd be meaner to do. And it wants me to demoralize her. So I'm doing something horrible and I'm hoping I don't regret it. Holding the broken mop, we thrust it towards Hanako's face. I'm so sorry. Oh, please don't be the wrong choice. We take a step forward and extend our arms as far as we can, and the tip of the mop touches Hanako's face. However, she's not responding to it at all. Fuck, did we fail? I hate milk. Hanako looks pained from the smell of milk coming from the mop. Hanako Akai uses to hate milk, and it looks like the deep-rooted trauma still exists. Looks like this is the right choice. Oh, I hate that that was the right choice. I really do. Her bloodlust instantly disappears. Help me now! Hanako staggers to our side, begging for help. No, where are you? I'm lonely here now. Did she say she's lonely? What are you on about? You killed Harakoshi. I killed now? No way, no way, no way. I didn't kill her. Impossible. Looks like Hanako doesn't even remember killing Harakoshi. Promise with now. Where's our promise song now? She must be referring to the lyrics. So as long as we can convey the feelings that Hirakoshi poured into these lyrics, lucky for us, there's a piano here. I should be able to pull this off with Damon's help. Yeah. God, show the lyrics, sing together. I think we have to sing it. Damon, please. Please be a good singer as well as good pianist. Yes.
やってみるか。
Let's do it.
やるか。
I asked Damon to play the piano while I sing the promised lyrics. God, I hope this works. If not, I think I need eye. Okay, success. Damon starts playing the school song we hear on the radio cassette player. It's all going to be fine. The most crucial part is figuring out when I should start singing. I checked the lyrics one last time while waiting for the right timing. With the melody playing in the background, I start to sing along. These lyrics are filled with Harakoshi's pure feelings for Hanako. I can feel them too. Are these feelings platonic or... That song. Is it you now? Hanako is listening. Harakoshi kept her promise with you. You're not alone. I sing the song until the end, and Hanako of the toilet listens until the very last note. Looks like this is the right choice. Oh. Thank you, now, for keeping our promise. I truly appreciate it. Hanako's presence is gone. I guess it's over now. It seems so. Harakoshi turned her back on Hanako in a moment of cowardice. It was a moment that Hanako was unable to forgive. However, that didn't break their bonds. In the end, Hirakoshi's melody proved to be Hanako's salvation. What is this feeling? Someone's watching me. Who? What was that? I feel like I glimpsed Hanako for a moment, but there's just no way. She should have passed on. Did you see that? Damon. What happened? Damon didn't see anything. Was it only my imagination? Or was it something that only I could see again? Never mind. Let's just assume I was imagining things. We definitely pacified Hanako's spirit. She should have reached salvation. Time to go, Bilicium. Kashi, Wagi, and Wanabe must be dying to know what happened. Yeah. There's something on the floor. It looks like a page from a notebook. Dear Now, I'm sorry for running away the other day. I was so surprised when you confessed to me. I'm sorry for the late response. I've been thinking about it ever since the day you confessed. I didn't know what to say. I knew I had to give you a sincere answer, since your feelings for me are also genuine. And, well, I finally found my answer. I love Now. I don't know if the love I feel is the same as yours, though, so I want to confirm it with you. It'd be great if it was the same. I hope our relationship will last forever, my dear Now. This is the draft of the letter Hanako Akai was writing to Now Hiroko. She probably hadn't been able to finish it. If only she could have conveyed these feelings of hers, their fate could have been different. But in that case, there may be something more we can do for Hanako. In the place we last saw her, I think we can help Hanako deliver her feelings. Hanako's ending was added to the spirit file. Hanako's ending. Hirokoshi's feelings should have reached Hanako through the song she wrote for her. However, the bullying ruined everything before they could communicate. Thinking she'd be abandoned by her best friend, Hanako's feelings turned into hatred, and she killed Hirokoshi. At least Hirokoshi died with a smile. As much as I want to believe I've saved Hanako, there's some lingering anxiety. Why did she appear briefly after our showdown? In the notebook page she left behind, there was a reply to Hirokoshi's confession. I wish there was something I could do to deliver it to the now deceased Hirokoshi. Hanako Akai has been added to the character file. Ooh, interesting. Well, this might be a mistake and we should probably run away. But I'm gonna go to the third floor. Do I regret everything? Yes. Am I still doing this? Yes. I don't remember what stall she's in. I think it's the second one. It might be the third one. Nope. Okay, it's the third one. Third one? Naomi Hirokoshi's head was here. We may be able to convey Hanako's feelings to her here, since this is where she saw Hirokoshi last. I take out the letter, and then I read Hanako's reply out loud. I'm well aware this is likely nothing more than a self-serving act to tie up loose ends in my mind. But still, I don't want to lose my respect and compassion for the dead. Hanako and Hirokoshi deserve this much. I hope your words reach Hirokoshi. Let's believe they will. The sound of a bell echoes in my ears. I quickly spin to face Damon. What's wrong? Damon looks at me with concern. Seems like that sound was only meant for my ears. I wait for a while, still on guard, yet nothing strange occurs. What on earth was that about?
ここ
Okay, cool. Oh, fast travel. Yes, please. I'm out. Please. Ugh. And with this, our investigation into Hanako of the toilet comes to an end. Time to tell the world, too, what happened. Available Lost Souls in each chapter. Lost Souls available in one chapter can only be found in that chapter and not other chapters. Check the number of Lost Souls in each chapter using Sacred Object Lost Souls in the Infirmary. I see. Well, let's have a tidy little talk. I reveal what happened with Hanako to I and Mo. Oh, in the end, we couldn't protect Horikoshi. I understand your feelings, but don't be too upset about it, Kay. Saving someone is no easy task. Me and my fellow doctors have a lot of similar regrets. Damon, there's something I always tell myself whenever something like this happens. You might have failed this time, but you're still needed. Your next patient will survive. In the end, we're just feeble humans. That is the only way we can push forward with our lives. Damon fixes his eyes on me, looking mournful. He must have witnessed an enormous number of lives saved, but he's also witnessed countless deaths. There's no doubt that he's going through many more traumatic situations than I have. Do I really have the strength and resilience to match his? Oops, that's my phone. I'll be answering this. Bye. I leave the infirmary. Hey, mister. Even though Hanako has disappeared, this case is still far from over, yes? True, because we still have the departed. They say if you survive, you'll become my real husband. They seem to be testing me with their notices. Whoa! A dangerous spirit has a crush on you? Do you think they'll give up if you refuse to deal with them? That is a disaster in the making. The departed's obsessed with Bilicium, so if he chooses to ignore them, who knows what a jilted spirit would do. They may take even more drastic measures to get his attention. Right. So then, all we can do is find the departed that's lurking at this school. Yep. Seems our only option is to proceed with the investigation so we don't end up provoking them. I mean, they're trying to show off by hiding in the school. They want to be found. Maybe they want their dear husband to find them. How are we supposed to look for them, though? Look for anyone suspicious. Use sacred objects? I have no idea. Let me think for a minute. They're hiding in the school, using notices. Look for anyone suspicious. Use sacred objects. I have no idea. We're still lacking information. We have no choice but to deal with their notice until we gather more clues about their identity. It's frustrating indeed. I wonder what happened to Ai. She's been gone a long time. A little bit more positive. You may be overreacting, though I won't deny there's a possibility that something's wrong. Let's look for her. Bilicium. Damien and I search around the special and new buildings, but come up empty. Damien also tries calling Ai with his phone, but she doesn't pick up. Where'd she go? There's only the old building left to search, but she can't be there, right? Damn it. I feel like this is the same thing that happened in the first episode. Or in the first game. Huh? The bell again. My dear husband. The departed's voice. This bride of yours shall soon eat. Hanako's soul is one that has achieved complete salvation. I shall hope it will taste good. This bride of yours shall soon eat. Hanako's soul is one that has achieved complete salvation. I shall hope it will taste good. Should her soul taste awful, I shall eat the scapegoat's soul instead. And that scapegoat is... Should her soul taste awful, I shall eat the scapegoat's soul instead. And that scapegoat is... idol. Hold on. What are they saying? The scapegoat is an idol? Come to me, your dear bride. I hear the sound of a door opening from the girls' restroom. Why did you stop all of a sudden? The voice! I heard the departed's voice! I tell Damien what the departed said. Because we have all this time. What in the world? Kashiwagi's been captured? We still don't know for sure yet. They mentioned something about Hanako's soul having achieved complete salvation, so clearly what they desire is a soul that has attained full salvation. Ai's life will be spared if they can get that. What exactly is full salvation, though? And why are they targeting Kashiwagi's? Why would a spirit devour another spirit? Why? I can only remain silent. I have no idea what the spirit like this is thinking. I don't have time to ruminate anyway. I need to hurry and try to find Ai. On the other side of the door, the departed awaits. I hear a sound coming from the back of the restroom. It's pitch black. The noise is vivid, discomforting, and unpleasant. It sounds like someone is eating something. In the back. That there's something in the back. I point my flashlight toward the back of the room. The light reflects off of something in the darkness. And that is...
A gruesome scene that transcends human comprehension. A spirit is devouring another spirit. The one being devoured is Hanako of the toilet, and doing the devouring is the departed. The departed cuts Hanako's body with an old sickle. Then they bring the pieces of meat to one of their numerous mouths and munch on it. They tear Hanako open over and over again. Munch, munch. The departed lets out a laugh. Not even trying to attack us, they continue to cut and chew on Hanako's meat. They're flaunting this repulsive action, insulting the soul. Damien is utterly speechless. As am I. My mouth refuses to open. It's a struggle to even breathe. Hanako was pure and delicious. I will save my next meal for another night, since I am now full. Hanako was pure and delicious. I will save my next meal for another night, since I'm now in full. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and be loved. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and beloved. Hanako's soul was delicious. Does that mean the departed got to eat a soul with full salvation as they wanted? Both the departed and Hanako are swallowed into the darkness and disappear. What was that? That was the sound of a piano. The music room. Don't tell me Kashiwagi is... When we enter the pitch-black room, we can tell there's someone standing in the darkness. And that someone is I. She's simply gazing into an empty void. Her mind is obviously somewhere else. I! Get a hold of yourself! Mr. Bilicium. Aya has come back to her senses. Are you all right? Are you hurt anywhere? I'm okay. She shows signs of ketosis, but nothing too serious. What happened? Kishiwagi. I have no idea. I stepped out of the infirmary to answer the call, but they immediately hung up. I was about to go back in when I saw someone. Was it the departed? No! They look like a human to me. What? I recall what Azumi said last night. The departed is pretending to be a human. So they really are hiding in the school. Who was it? It's... I remained silent, her gaze fixed on the ceiling. She must be digging through her memory. I can't remember anything. I can't even recall anything about their face or their clothes. Feels like something is clouding my mind. I'm sorry. You can't even tell us if they're a girl or a boy? Yeah. When I try to approach them, everything just went dark. And I can't remember a thing after that. I don't even know how I got here. Okay. As much as I want to find out who the departed is, it seems that things are not progressing as smoothly as I'd thought. I can't even really blame I for now. I'm just glad she's safe and sound. Hey, Bilicium. Kashiwagi's safe. That means the departed's desire to consume a soul that achieved full salvation has been granted. Yeah, true. I wonder exactly what full salvation means. Who knows? The departed only told us the result without providing any further explanation. Although we have a clue, when we read that draft in the girls' restroom, I heard the bell ring inside my head. This is just a hunch, but maybe that was the indication that we'd guided Hanako to full salvation. There isn't anything else we can do here at the moment. Closing the door behind me, I leave the school with the mark bearers. I'll inform Mr. Kono about Hurakoshi. He's close with the cops in the city. I'm sure he'll do something about it. The headmaster here sure is something else, huh? He seems like someone from the underworld. He's a dependable fellow, though. Without him, we would have been questioned by the cops. You think they'd accept an explanation that involves spirits? We'd just be rotting in jail. Especially considering that someone's literally dead. I'm sorry, Hirakoshi. Hey, there's something I'm curious about. You think they targeted I out of jealousy? Jealousy? Doesn't the departed think of you as their husband? Wouldn't that make I a formidable rival? She's an idol after all. Maybe that's why the departed targeted her. Given their unusual obsession with me, I can't deny that. But there's nothing we can use to confirm nor deny that speculation. We're dealing with a spirit here, and a very unusual one at that. Say, Mr. Bilicium, do you plan to keep chasing after the departed? I don't have much choice. I'd rather not, but I'm the one being chased. I'm the one being chased. I guess so, yeah. They seem to be freakishly obsessed with you, calling you dear husband and all that. But this is strange. Why you? There's a lot of men out there. I have no idea either. There's got to be some kind of reason for their obsession. I'm thinking that might be our best lead to identifying who the departed is. The departed's true identity. This case will never end unless I figure that out. My gut's telling me that's what the departed wants as well. Items you have at the end of the chapter. Other than some special items and sacred objects, all items you acquire will disappear at the end of the chapter. All right, everyone, we're going to end the episode here. We fully saved Hanako and we mended her spirit only for her to end up being fed to another spirit, which feels kind of bad, honestly. Doesn't feel great. But I is alive, which is an odd twist of fate. But yeah, so I think that this is a good place to just kind of pause and end, and
we'll come back in the next episode and we will see where the next few days take us. This was a wild episode. I was not expecting cannibal yokai, but very cool concept, very interesting idea that like maybe the spirits with resentment and grudge can like feed off of each other to become bigger and maybe more intellectual and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of animes that kind of like touch on that thought process as well. And I've even heard of things where like in stories they believe that they can like come back to life, or they can like achieve a second existence, so to speak. Like they died and they're able to build up enough like spiritual energy to then be able to become like a human again. So to sort of like escaping death kind of concept. It's very interesting, and it's cool to see kind of how they want to present that. It sounds like maybe it's trying to go in that direction where the spirit has either a big enough of a grudge, or they're not actually the type of they're not a yuri, right? I think that's the Japanese term for like a person who has a grudge, dies with a grudge. So like Hanako is a yuri. She's a person, and then when she died, she had so much anger inside of her, she was able to continue to walk. The departed maybe doesn't have a grudge, maybe was never a human, but rather is an embodiment of emotions by multiple living things, and is sort of represented in like a bride, so to speak. And that might be the case. It might just be that it's not a singular person, but rather multiples that have conjoined together. And maybe the school has a history of young women who end up dying before getting married or something along those lines. I'm sure we will find out more, but I'm kind of suspecting like they're a proper yokai, meaning like they are an entity that is an amalgam of feeling and emotion, but not an individual. And by feeding off of the individual yuris, they're getting stronger, and they're becoming more powerful and more capable of blending in as like a human. So we'll see. There's also some ideas of maybe like skinwalking, right? So maybe they aren't really a spirit, but rather a puppet to a necromancer or something along those lines. I don't know if Japanese culture really gets into like the skinwalker necromancy type stuff, but I would suspect that they would, because they have like the clay soldiers, right, that apparently were embedded or imbued with like the strength and will of like the soldiers that died in the battlefield, and they were made out of clay to like protect the emperor and stuff. So I would suspect like stuff like that would kind of be similar, maybe different wording and stuff, but I don't know. Those are some of the things that are just kind of floating around in my mind. I'm kind of getting curious as to where they're going with it. If you can't tell, I do love a good ghost story. I do love the kind of mythical creatures that come from, these cultures. I think that they're very interesting concepts that people have had for thousands of years, and it introduces very cool ideas as well as really interesting questions to, our existence. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you will join me in the next episode. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. If you notice that I did something wrong, maybe I pronounced a word wrong. I do it all the time. And you know how to pronounce it the right way. Let me know in the comments. It helps me out. Just be nice about it, okay? No bullying. Bullying is not nice, and it's not welcome on this channel. If you are not already subscribed and you like the content that I'm producing and you're willing to stick around and watch more than just 1 or 2 episodes, consider subscribing. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to hold you to it or anything along those lines. But if you do enjoy the content, subscribing to my channel helps me know that this is the type of content I should continue making, that you guys are enjoying it as well as I am. And yeah, it's overall a good thing. You then get notifications when I post new videos. So consider it. And that's going to do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you will join me in the next one. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.